Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Duplex. In the last episode, I tried setting up a weight area for the oil trains, but it wasn't working. Basically what was happening is once the unload station needed oil, the trains would just go in a loop because the loading stations weren't full yet. So it was just going from the unloading station to the weight area and back to the unloading station because it didn't have anything. So I think the only way to make that work, where the trains wait in the third area, would be to have all of the stations connected with circuits, and then using some combinators to set up the conditions to make them go and pick up. So for now, I just decided to abandon that idea. So I have two trains now. There's one train. There's one train going to the first oil area, and there's another train going to the second oil area, and they just go until they're full and then go and unload. So I'll just leave it like that for now. Also, I spent some time last night working on the smelting area. I made it more compact. As you can see, I moved everything down closer to the main rail so that we didn't have to travel as far. And then I put these are the ore unloading stations, as you can see. So I put them all closer together. I set them up so that they just use 4 blue belts on the output instead of 8 red belts. So right now I have 4 of these set up. Right now I just have one for iron and one for copper. Iron is not actually running yet. Right now I'm only using the copper station. And then I use blue belts to bring those over to my smelting lines. And these are just copies of the smelting lines in the main base. I left 3 spaces in between each one so that we could put beacons there later when we have speed modules. Like I said, for now, I'm only running copper, and this is really more to test it out than anything else. And then the plates come over here. Right now, I just have one belt being split into 4 on each side. To load. So this train is already full of iron plates, and that one is filling up. Looking at this again, I think I should probably move these closer together so that I have room for more later. And also, I didn't think to put the stacker on the loading stations. So right now there's no place for trains to wait. If we get more than a couple trains running. So I'll probably have to add that in later on as well. I think I can do it without having to move this, looking at how this one turned out. And then I have a few cars that are full. This is where I had the loading station before. So at some point I'll need to hook that up to a train and get it unloaded. But right now I don't have any place to unload plates. So that'll be next on the agenda, is to start setting up the circuit area. I've been looking around online to try to find I need some fuel. I've been trying to find a good build that uses modules on green circuits with expensive recipes. But so far I haven't really found anything. So to begin with, I'll probably just start with a less than optimal layout, I guess. I'll try to squeeze in some modules and beacons the best that I can. But I honestly don't have a whole lot of experience using beacons and modules, so it might not be optimal. But we'll give it a shot and see what we come up with. So I'm going to head back up to the base just to check on things there. Okay, nuclear power still seems to be going fine. We have 314 fuel cells available, so I don't think we're going to run out of fuel cells anytime soon. And we're not doing Coverx enrichment yet, so that was something that I was worried about. I might want to turn off steam power altogether, just so I stop using petroleum for solid fuel, because I would really rather be using it for plastic and circuits and things like that. Yeah, so why don't I set up a little switch to do that. Let's see. And we'll call this off. Okay, and we'll enable if O is equal to 0. Actually, let's do this a little bit differently. Let's call this on and turn it off. I think that makes more sense. All right, so we'll stop sending the fuel down there, and they'll eventually shut off. We will lose 40 some megawatts of power by doing that, but that's okay. We don't really need it. We're going to need to add some coal for plastic at some point, but looks like we're still doing okay. Looks like uranium is getting mined out. Let me add wood back here so I can make some space. I have tons of red belts that I need to get rid of, because I replaced a lot of the red belts in the train station with blue ones. There we go. Yeah, so I think I do need to get Coverx enrichment finished. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a lot of fuel cells, but we're almost running out of uranium, and once that runs out, we won't be able to make any more until I set up an outpost. So I think what I'll do now is I'm going to turn module production off, and I'm going to turn science production back on so that we can finish Coverx enrichment. And then while we're doing that, I'm going to try to make some level 3 assemblers for the circuit area. Okay. All right. So that works. It's turning on our science pack production. Okay, and then I'm going to shut off the module production down here. I'll just remove that splitter there. And I mean, the rest of this I guess is okay. That'll stop the level 3s from being made. Okay, so like I said, I would like to start producing level 3 assemblers, because I want to use those for the circuit area, and those need 4 speed modules each and 2 assembly machines. So that is rather expensive. And that's going to be hard to pull off when I'm already short on circuits. So I think what I'll do instead is I'm going to start by making the green circuit area using level 2 assemblers. And then when we have more circuits and more resources, then we can convert it to level 3. That's the plan. Okay. So let's decide where to put the circuit area. Seems like it would be a good idea to put it close to where the smelting takes place. So I could perhaps extend this rail and put it up there. Or I could put it over here. Let's see, what would be a good place? Or maybe even over here. Oh, so we're getting some attacks over here. We're gonna have to relocate those mining drills. Gonna start running low on copper. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I feel good about going to the east down here and putting the circuits there. So we'll do that. But first let's go and take care of the copper ore problem. I'm gonna get some engines so that I can make another train. To get myself over there. Grab some steel. Okay. Set that back to 0. I really do need to get rid of some stuff. Let's get rid of the yellow belts. Let's get rid of some of these yellow inserters. Take that back down to 50. I don't need any filter inserters. Okay, everything else looks okay. All right, so let's go and relocate those drills. If we go to our to-do list, I did make the oil outpost, so we can delete that. The smelting outpost is done. Modules, I guess we're still making. You know, we're going to need speed modules sometime soon to go with the productivity, but I'm going to start with just productivity modules. And I know it'll slow it down, but we can add speed modules little by little. And again, I really need to find a good layout for that first. So I'm just going to head over here to the train tracks, pick up some solid fuel, and we'll go to our copper outpost, which is copper ore load 1. There's my train. Nope. Almost lost it. Okay, copper ore load 1. Go. I'm kind of sad that this outpost is getting mined out because I think I set it up pretty nice. All right. All right, and the good thing is that it's all still on robots. All right, so let's pick this up. And we'll put that... Let me get the power poles lined up. Oh, okay, I didn't put any on that side. Right there looks good. Now here we can put down some more miners on the end. Okay, and then we can get some miners over here as well. There we go. Alright, and we can put some on the ends over here. Basically just put them wherever there's copper and we have a belt already. Let's see. Yep, we can fit one there. Okay. That ought to keep us going for a while. Alright, so now let's head back to the base and let's set up production of level 3 assemblers. Or no, I'm sorry. We said we were going to do level 2s. Okay. Yeah, so let's go to let's go to our smelting area. Wait for my bot. Come on, buddy. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what we'll need to do over there is we'll need to set up an unloading station for copper plates and iron plates, and then a loading station for green circuits. Excuse me. Where's the car? Okay. So to begin with, we need to get rid of this so we can extend the track. Get our rail blueprints. Okay, and I don't want to go out too far. I think this is probably far enough, to be honest. We just need to get to the east of the smelting area. So in fact, I think I'll back up a little bit. I think right there would be fine. We'll put in an... No, we want to exit. Not an entrance. Rail exit. There we go. Okay, and then I think we can get rid of that power pole, right? Okay, so from here, let's go directly into two unloading stations. Or should we do the stacker first? Let's do the stacker first. I don't know if I saved the blueprint for that. I don't think I did. So I'll just take it from that signal after the exit. Right there. Whoops. No. I'm going to get that power pole as well. There we go. All the way over to about there. I don't know if it's a stacker, but that's what I'm calling it. Here's another one of my robot friends coming home. Okay. So we'll put this down over here. I'm pretty excited to get this set up because I think the lack of sufficient green circuits is really slowing us down in a lot of ways. I must have moved that signal. And these, I don't know if I really even need that signal, to be honest. Because I've got a signal here. These should really be chain signals. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so we got that there. Now I'm thinking we could go straight up and then have the unloading stations kind of above this, rather than continuing to go farther east. So let's do that. Okay. Although the potential problem with that is that, oh yeah, and then I can even bring it over and I can use this entry to get back onto the main line. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, like this. All right, so we just need to move this signal. And then we put another chain signal there. Okay. So now we've got our exit. We can unload here, and then we'll put another unload station directly above it. I think I'm going to use red belts instead of blue. Well, no, I should use blue belts. We need high throughput. So I'll just use the same design I have here. And I think I saved a blueprint of that. Let me take a look. Unload. No, I did not. Okay. So let's save our stacker design, and then let's get a print of these unloading stations. Like that. Okay, I'll get rid of the radar. I'll get rid of the roboport. I think I'll leave the rest of it for now. Okay, and then this is going to need to go. No, actually, let me edit that again. Let's get rid of the extra track. Yeah. Okay, now this is going to need to face the other direction. Like this. And we may need to move those belts as well. But I think like that should be good. Okay, and I need more steel chests. So we'll request more when we get back. And I think we're going to need more blue belts too. Okay, so we'll call this circuits iron plate. And we'll make another one just like it. Let me get this lined up. That'll go there. And that will be circuits copper plate. Okay, now let's hook that up to the rail. I'll get rid of that for now. And actually I'll get rid of that down here too, because I'm not sure where we want those belts to go yet. All right. Okay. And then let's just bring this back onto the exit. Should have enough track for that. Okay. And then we'll need to put a signal here and chain signals there so that our trains don't merge onto one another. Okay, I think that looks good. Now we just need to get the rest of the supplies that we need. So I'm going to go back to copper ore unload. I think that's the closest one that I've got. Now that exit there may end up being a bottleneck. If that's the case, we can always create a dedicated, or not exit, but entrance to the main line. We can always create another entrance from the circuit area if we need to. Okay, so what do we need? I should have taken note of that before I left the area. I know we're going to need a lot of blue belts. I know we need iron chests. So let's request all of the blue belts. We'll go for 400. I don't know if I have 400 yet. I have been making red belts, but it's a rather slow process. Are we actually making science? I don't see any yellow science coming out over here. Let me go check. I may have screwed something up with my circuits. What are we missing? We're missing blue circuits. Ah. Okay. I should have removed that instead of taking out the splitter. Okay. Well, we'll be getting a lot of yellow science packs, at least in the short term. Okay. Let's see if I have what I need. And again, we're just going to do the regular circuit layout for now. Something like this. But we'll use modules. So maybe I should grab a blueprint of this whole area. Like so. Uh-oh. And my new stuff is getting attacked. I really don't want him to destroy my blue belts. Yeah, my turrets are gone. That's not good. Really wish I had a faster way to get down there. Circuits, go. Okay, well, looks like they didn't tear it up too much. But we'll have to go take care of those bases. Alright, I think I brought enough stuff. It's not beeping at me anymore. Alright, that was fun. Okay, and I don't have any walls with me. So for now, we'll just do something like this. Okay, so the unload station is complete. So in the next episode, we'll start running belts and setting up the circuits. We'll probably go and take out that biter base. And then we'll get our circuits flowing. And then we'll need a loading station for the circuits. And then we can train them into our base. So thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.